I am one of the Turkish partners from Turkey, but formally, I just want to say that the name has changed into Turkey in 2017. So in all formal documents, we changed the name as Turkey, but mostly, you know, from Turkey. So I'm really honored to, can I sit maybe? To be in front of you to present this project idea where we just started before COVID times with one of my Turkish friends, colleagues, Sylvia. And now I want to present how all this started and what are the European common values. As you know, values that reflect, these values reflect our humanity, inspire progress, and shape a more inclusive society, which is much more important for Turkey rather than the other European countries. And we all came here, the project idea has come up from the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union, which emphasizes the crucial university values like freedom of expression, social justice, protection of vulnerable communities. As you know, we have so many immigrants in Turkey, more than 15 million now, which we have to face. And particularly, these values are so relevant today for us, and also climate change in a way, in a minute I will explain how it is related with that, and social inequalities. When we began collaborating with European partners on some other projects, we saw firsthand the transformative power of value-based education. Through European shared values form the foundation of the European Union and its legal framework, particularly in Article 2nd of the Treaty of Lisbon. These values unite member states and guide European Union policies, initiatives, and then it shapes a collective identity. Now, these are the common European values which are presented in the Charter of Fundamental Rights. The first one is human dignity, which we already worked on the content on the open online course. And human dignity means respect for the inherent dignity of every individual. This principle asserts that all individuals should be treated with respect and compassion, regardless of their background, status, and some other circumstances. And the second one is freedom. Freedom includes personal freedoms, freedom of thought, freedom of religion, freedom of expression, and association. This value ensures that individuals can pursue their lives without oppression and have the right to their personal choices. Another one is democracy. Democracy ensures that citizens have a voice in government through free and fair elections. About the project, our project addresses the pressing need for inclusive education, the promotion of common values in European schools. So the target group is the teachers in secondary schools, and as you all know, as teachers, we have to include these European common values into our respective teaching experiences, and we try to find out some sources. We try to develop some learning materials to help secondary school teachers to include these values into their teaching. And the initiative is in line with the key European frameworks, such as Council recommendation on promoting common values and inclusive education, and the Paris Declaration. And of course, when we talk about the sustainability, European nations' sustainable development goals. By focusing on values education, the project tries to enhance social cohesion, tolerance, and non-discrimination in schools. These are the objectives of the project. Promote common values. We try to foster understanding and integration of European fundamental values, and also in inclusive education, to create more inclusive learning environments in secondary schools, teacher training in a way, providing some teaching resources to secondary school teachers and communities. In that case, we developed open online course and open technology that Jared has already talked about. And also we try to respond to the needs of the teachers to identify better resources and approaches to teach values. And in our project, we mostly use old school approach. And this approach involves learners, teachers, parents, and community to embed common values in all schools, like subjects, history, and also as a cross-curricular activity, critical thinking, understanding of others, and cultural and social differences. These are our next. Carlos will present our online course, so you will see the details. And our primary target group is teachers in formal education, because the resources that we develop is for formal education. So we have lesson plans, some other content. So our primary group is teachers, and of course secondary group is students aged between 13 and 18 in the secondary school, but indirectly educational institutions and policymakers and other people who are in the learning environment can benefit from the project idea. And also European values significantly shape some other things such as sustainability, as George said, immigration and inclusion. And these values, these common values, human dignity, freedom, democracy, equality, and other things serve as guiding principles for promoting responsible and ethical approaches in addressing these challenges. How this project idea, common values, is related with sustainability, human dignity, and respect for human rights includes the European Union's commitment to sustainability by ensuring that current generations meet their needs without compromising the ability of future generations to do the same. The European Commission introduced the European Green Deal. For example, is rooted these values, promoting actions that protect the environment and climate change. And also democracy plays a role in encouraging citizen participation in environmental decision-making, enabling the public to influence policies that affect their communities and the planet. And also equality promotes the idea that everyone should have access to clean and safe environment. About immigration, European values directly shape more inclusive and human policies toward immigrants and refugees. Human dignity and other things also is very relevant with immigration issues in some of our countries. And also inclusion, to include these vulnerable groups, mostly asylum seekers and immigrants in our country, is very important. So the project idea of European common values is strongly supporting the inclusion idea at schools as well. What are the values in practice? European Union social pillar, promoting fairness and inclusion, and also Green Deal, which is important in sustainability, and the new pact on migration and asylum are rooted in these values. Educational programs, law against discrimination, social integration efforts, and climate policies all reflect a value-based approach to addressing complex social issues. Thank you very much. This is the project idea about European values, and now I Carlos is going to present our open online course, which is totally free, and he will present how to register to the online course and how to use it.
Okay.